It's incredible the number of teams we have that are so strong.
Physicality is second to none. I don't care how highly our teams are ranked. This will be the toughest that it's been in quite a while.
You look at your schedule and say, where are we going to win a game?
And a 360! And he will stuff it down!
You just sort of strap it on and here you go.
Remain seated if you feel you're not going to win the game today.
The best motivational speeches, you look at whoever you're speaking with, and you just feed right off it.
Here's what it's going to boil down to, guys. Who's in this room going to go out there on that court today, put on their protective glasses, put on their hard hat, and go out there and go to work?
Bacari's always are very unique. A great message sometimes, even a corny message just to loosen the room up.
Where I drew inspiration from was looking out the window one day, watching all the construction workers build the player development center. And I said, man, those guys out there, bearing the elements, still doing their jobs, that could resonate with our kids.
Michigan, they win it! The Wolverines win it by 1!
The intent behind all of it is to inspire your group and to get them ready to play. There's a spontaneity to it. There's some silliness involved, just to break up the monotony of the any given Sunday type, speeches. Look to your left and say, put up. Put up. Look to your right and say, shut up. Shut up. You have to put up or shut up.
I think we're all in a sense of wonder when he does take the room. What is he up to today? Because we have no clue.
He can make everything a million times easier than he does it, but what gets the message across is that it's funny and it's not normal, and that's what leaves a lasting impression.
People get so tense before the games, but it lightens up the mood and helps you to remember it's just a game sometimes.
Being a former Globetrotter, you got to put a little bit of spice on things each and every night. The showmanship, the creativity, you just picked up so many things with regards to performance. Some of those methodologies carry over into your coaching with regards to pregame speeches.
We're all sitting in chairs before the game, and he had somebody hold the tape, and he ran around us and made us more unified. We're all a team as one.
I'd be the first to admit I'm probably one of the most corniest guys in the country. Our players know that, and that kind of adds to the anticipation. If you stick together, then we definitely will stand together. The kids are always saying, okay, BA, what you got for us? And that makes you stay on top of your game. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
We are
Michigan.
We value
Wolverine excellence.
And we're going to go out there with a lot of intensity and a lot of togetherness because we want to be
champions.
Coaches, hammer time.
Let's go.
My relationship with Tom Crean is I'm a former player. He's a teacher of mine. He's a father figure of mine. He's a mentor of mine, and I love him. And so my relationship to him is he's a jack of all trades in my life. It's a difference between someone who loves to coach because they love to put on a nice suit, so they love to walk the sideline, and they love the power that comes with it. But Coach Crean, he loves to coach anyone. He loves to be a teacher. That's what makes him tick. You guys, oh man. Players that he's playing with, they lucky. They lucky they got this Tom Crean.
Great job. That was fun, wasn't it?
The Tom Crean that we had, tough. I mean, it was times where my stomach would be, I had butterflies in my stomach because I didn't want to go into the summer workouts. He pushed us so hard because he knew that first of all, we need to be tougher. He knew that it was going to take a lot for us to get the program back to where we wanted it and where he ultimately wanted it. I always tell him, I'm like, Coach, you was a tough cookie, man, but I appreciate it. Now, looking back, he was preparing us for what's next. And for me, it was the NBA, but for other guys, it was other areas in their life.
We'd gone through an awful lot of things behind the scenes, when he was a young man growing up to being a man, and that relationship has remained steadfast and grown ever since.
3 seconds, 2 seconds, Riddell all the way outside to Watford, 3 on the way. Oh! It won it!
That game winner, First of all, I get bragging rights. You know, LeBron is a big Kentucky fan, so I'm hitting him, boom. But also, you know, just looking at my coach in that environment and understanding what he went through when he first got to IU, man, and it was like, oh, it's gonna take him forever to turn the program around. It was so much disarray. And in a short period of time, he was able to turn it around to where now he's walking off and they just beat the #1 team. And his walk-off was so ice cold. It was like one of the best things ever. I was proud. It was a proud moment for me being a Tom Crean supporter at that time.
I want him to know that he'll always be a part of our lives. I feel like I am honoring him. I can't imagine not having a room, especially for him. How could you ever get rid of his things? It's a tree. Every time I put it up, it brings back memories. And then I take it down after his birthday, which is February 2nd. I still feel like I'm caring for him and doing things in his honor.
Christopher, from a pup, wanted to be a Hawkeye.
Iowa's a pretty small state, so someone with that talent, the word gets around pretty quickly.
In January of 1988, we got a letter from Iowa and said that they were interested in pursuing the recruiting process. We actually hid it from him and framed it, and his birthday being February 2nd, we presented it to him on February 2nd. Between his sophomore and junior year, actually, he committed to Iowa. Coach Gary Close was an assistant at Iowa. Christopher, really liked Coach Close.
It was almost like a brother relationship in a way. He was just a neat guy to be around. When you were around him, you just felt good. We need more of that.
It's good to get your mind reminded of greatness, and I think there was some greatness in Chris Street.
Iowa and Duke from Durham, North Carolina, coming up next.
The last Duke game was my favorite.
Great hustle by Street. He's some kind of athlete, that kid.
The thing that the fans really noticed about Christopher is how he played the game. They could just tell that he loved the game.
Street. He scoops it in. And there's a guy who can play in the NBA too.
And that made me feel really good for Christopher, because that's what he worked for, to be a Hawkeye and then go into the NBA.
The Journey Big Ten Basketball is presented by Chase Freedom. Get your cash back. Go to chase.com/freedom and activate bonus cash back today.